How you doing today? Today's conversation is really on decisions and how to effectively execute a decision that you've made. Before I get started, my name is Maya G. That's Maya G, the GOAT on YouTube, and I am Maya G on Instagram. My job here, purpose of this vlog, is to help you elevate mentally, spiritually, and physically. Let's get into it. So you've decided that you're gonna tackle something, whether you're gonna tackle your diet, you're gonna tackle your physical well-being, or you're gonna tackle your career, you're gonna tackle your purpose, whatever it is that you decide that you want to do, but you're having a really hard time in getting it done. Why is that? Let's start with the mental aspect. On the mental aspect, your design is your subconscious mind, which is the master of everything that happens, and your conscious mind. Now, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, if they're not in agreement in what you're trying to do, so that means that you have not changed your paradigm, which is, your belief system, which is on the spiritual side that we're going to get to in a minute. It's going to be very hard for you to execute anything. So let's say you decide that, you're not going to drink anymore. You want to change your habits. You're going to give up alcohol, or you're going to give up smoking, or, some type of an addiction that you're not really happy with, that you want to stop. Now, the first 2-3 days, your conscious mind is there and it's with you. It's keeping up with you. But then on the 3rd, 4th day, you start finding yourself relapsing. Well, what's happening is that the subconscious mind, it's thinking that it's protecting you by keeping you in your comfort zone. So your subconscious mind's like, we're used to doing this. We're not changing. I'm scared of what's gonna happen next. So I'm used to drinking and smoking right about 2 o'clock. So we have to do it. So your conscious mind is fighting this, and because the subconscious mind has more power, after a bit, you give in, and then boom, you're back into the slump. How do you reprogram your subconscious mind? There's a lot of different ways to reprogram your subconscious mind, and it's really habits. So let's say you usually smoke 5 cigarettes a day. To reprogram your subconscious mind, you can't really fall off you just can't cut it off completely. So instead of doing 5 cigarettes a day, you could do 4 cigarettes a day for 7 days. And then after the 7 days, drop off 1 and go down to 3 cigarettes for 7 days. And then as you're doing that, your subconscious is gradually changing. It does not accept anything abruptly. That's why diet is such a challenging thing for you to stay on, because your subconscious mind is saying, well, we usually eat junk food for lunch. Now all of a sudden we're eating all this good food. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it, because its sole purpose is to protect you. It's thinking it's protecting you because it wants to keep you in your comfort zone. So the way for you to fight that is to gradually come off those habits. Gradually take little steps every day. You take little steps, and then before you know it, you come off of that, and also you change your paradigm. And once you get your subconscious, used to you making changes, it start getting a little bit used to you adjusting to different things. So you could start with something as small as your diet. Next thing you know, it's maybe a habit that you have that you're trying to fight off. Or next thing you know, getting up every day and fixing your bed. Simple little things, going for a walk. Do little things, and eventually your subconscious become a little bit more flexible and not be so fearful of making changes. Because if your subconscious does not agree with what you're trying to do, it will never get done. And if you're coming from a space where you're not really that disciplined, you've never really honed down to anything that you're trying to do, it's going to be very difficult. So the way to work around your subconscious mind is to focus on small adjustments, little tiny adjustments. And then with time, you will master that and be able to do bigger things. So that's on the mindset. On the spiritual aspect is I encourage anyone who's trying to make a change into their lives to meditate, because when you meditate, you're clearing out your closet. So your mind is like your closet, and the clearer it gets, the easier it is for you to receive information, for you to think things through, for you to actually focus on what you're trying to do. With meditation, the most important part about meditation really is mental calmness. It's mindfulness. So any task you're trying to accomplish, meditation is going to make it easier by calming the mind. So when you're trying to get into something, your subconscious is a little bit more quieter versus being such a mental chatter in your mind that may be disrupting what you're trying to do. So that's on the spiritual aspect. On the physical aspect of anything, because we are physical beings, get into that habit to do something physical, whether you are writing it down, which I really encourage, because when you write things down and you look at them, you may look at it a few times and not start working on it, but the more you look at it, the more you'll be encouraged, mentally. You know what? It's time for me to start working on this task. It's time for me to start paying attention to the things that I'm committing myself to and accomplishing them, even though I may be going slow, but at least I'm moving. So let's recap. On the mental aspect of anything, your subconscious mind is the master of you. So in order to reprogram your subconscious mind, you will do small tasks in the direction of what you're trying to do. On your spiritual aspect, meditation, clear your mind. If you're not meditating currently, you want to go ahead and start meditating at least 5 to 10 minutes in the morning as a start. And once you master it, 20 minutes is really ideal. And also, when you're getting ready to do the task, whether it's working out, eating, or whatever it is, an addiction, whatever, try to meditate 5 minutes prior, just to calm your mind if you're having a lot of mental chatter that is kind of interrupting your goal, what you're trying to do. I know this requires a lot of work, but I promise you, if you do it in this process, you will master a lot of the things that you may find to be challenging. Lastly, physically, you want to write it down, because the more we see something, the more an opportunity it is for us to accomplish it. It doesn't matter if you write it 5 to 10 times before you get to it, but the fact that you're writing it down, you're reprogramming yourself on the physical aspect to accomplish what's written down. All right, so I hope this message was of value to you. Be sure to share it with everybody you know. Self-mastery takes time. Everything takes time, so take it easy on yourself. Just follow through. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Share it with everybody you know. My name is Maya G the Goat on YouTube. Thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful day, and remember, I love you.